Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of January 2016. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations. We'll be looking at your finances, health and well-being, and your relationship areas. The first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family, look, you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, and this generally tells you that there's a little bit of frustration with the home. You may be finding scheduling's a little bit all over the place. Maybe there are things that you've wanted to really do, but it's not happening. And this month may require you to be a little bit more tolerant with those that are around you in order to keep some peace, even if it's your own peace at this stage. I feel that you may be finding also that the frustrations are more to do with the financial areas, okay? So you could be finding there's additional expenditure that you didn't account for, and you may be finding that this is creating a few little tension or tick and flick times in your life, okay, which means that you're really going to have to go through, reassess what can change and how to bring it about into a little bit more positive time. In connection with your career goals and your aspirations, look, this is really good. You've got the Six of Wands. It usually tells you that things are going to be a lot more balanced during this period of time. Really good time for getting what you want. So if you've been putting forward for a promotion, you may find your wish comes true. If you've been putting forward to having a little bit better of a role, okay, maybe you wanted to move up into a more assistant manager role. Maybe you wanted to take the leap forward and to really shine in your role that you're currently doing. Well, it shows that this month the universe actually supports this. So you're going to be finding very strong vibrations, very strong accolades. What you put in is what you're going to get out, and people are really going to appreciate your, stamina and form throughout this period of time. Now, those that are looking for work, this is going to also be quite a significant time because it shows here what you need will arrive. So if you put your feelers out there, you may find somebody else turns up and goes, hey, I know of a job, through so-and-so and so-and-so, and they're there, blah, blah, blah. And this is going to help open that doorway for you, which is going to be good, very good and very successful. Now, you may find that you have to weigh up the pros and the cons. There could be a couple of offers sitting on the table this month. However, they're all going to work in quite well, so you're not going to make a mistake. Just stick to the one that makes you feel the best, okay? Or that you feel is going to give you what you need the most. In connection with your finances, now you've got the High Priestess in reverse, and this often tells you don't get caught up in the dramas of what's happening around you, especially in your financial areas. We did talk a little bit earlier of saying that there are going to be a few issues connected to the finances to do with the home and the family areas. So you may be finding that, all of a sudden it's like somebody's worried that they don't have enough, or maybe you have a few little bit of additional expenditures, and this is going to create a concern. However, I do get, once you sit back and really see things in a whole different way, you'll actually find that your finances are a lot more stable than what they may first appear. In connection with your health and your well-being, now look, you've got the Seven of Cups sitting here, so this tells me that you're looking at ways that you can restructure your well-being, okay? It's time for a change. Maybe it's a bit of a makeover. Maybe it's about a change in attitude. Maybe it's about changing your diet or the routines and regimes that you've been on, and by doing this you're going to lift your body and your energy and your mind up, okay, to a more what we call a beneficial level, okay? You're going to be feeling like you're ready for this, and I just feel like once you've done it, your confidence starts rising, okay? You're going to feel that you're actually feeling a lot happier about where you're going and what directions and the goals that you want to achieve for yourself, especially in your well-being. In connection with your relationships, now you've got the Nine of Cups sitting here. With this generally tells you that you're going to be finding that this is about maturity. It's about dealing with people a little bit older than yourself. Maybe you're concerned about your parents. Maybe it's about time for you to start putting some of your own personal goals into perspective. Maybe you've got to that certain level in your relationship and it's time to take it to another notch. Whatever it may be, this is going to be a very grateful and a very gratuitous, but like you're full of gratitude, but a very, very positive time for relationships. And what you wish for the most is definitely going to arrive. So if it's better communication, better quality of time, if it's emotional stability, if it's about, your own individuality, whatever it may be, it's going to arrive during this period. Now, for those that are single and looking, The key word was older people, okay? So you may find that you're actually attracted to people that are a little bit more mature in their outlooks. They may be the same age but come across a lot older, okay? Or perhaps somebody has kind of popped back into your life that you haven't seen for some time, okay? And you're starting to find that, yeah, hey, I still hold a bit of a flame here. There's still a little bit of a flicker of interest here. Do I need to pursue it or not? I really do feel that this is a time to really be not footloose and fancy free, but to keep your options open, because you actually do have quite a successful time coming in the relationship department.